Pokedex binder, a living Pokedex binder. So I've got a gigantic binder here right now. I think this thing can actually hold 1,400 cards. So I got a little bit larger one. And it's also a 16 pocket binder, so each page holds 16 cards. Now, what I am going to do, because I am gathering so many cards, is I have made, well, I didn't make them, I printed them out, somebody else made them. These like paper cards as a placeholder to see which cards I need to get. And my goal with this binder is to just get holo cards if it's possible. If I can't find a holo card that I like of that Pokemon, I'll just get a normal, but I'm not gonna do like the fancy ones, like the art cards or anything super rare. I'm kind of sticking with like the normal holos, reverse holos, things like that, so no EXs. Because I think there's a lot of like common and uncommon cards that have really nice art. So that's what I'm going to go for. That's what I'm going to get. So let's open this up and I can show you how big this binder actually is. I don't think I can get all of it in on the frame. This thing is a hoss. I might need to scoot some stuff over. Let me see. Okay, so no matter what I do, I cannot lay this binder flat on my desk. It is a hoss, so we're just gonna roll with it. From what you can see, I know you can't see all of it, because like I said, this binder is a hoss. But I do have some cards in here already that I like the art, and unless I come across something else, I'm just gonna leave them like that as is. But here's the paper cards. So I'm just gonna be sticking them, and they're, not card size at all, which I don't care about because they're not staying in there. But I really like these. That is the number, the picture, and what type they are. It doesn't really matter, but it kind of came that way. It's gonna be interesting trying to get the paper in there because don't need a Charmeleon. The paper's a little thinner than the card, so it doesn't slide in quite as nice. Okay, so Squirtle we got. But yeah, that is my plan with the binder. What I'm gonna do, so I'll do some updates from time to time when I pick up some cards or have some cards for this binder to see how it's coming along. But even if I don't show me putting all of these little paper things on camera, I will you ever done a Pokedex binder? I'm just curious. If you have, how have you done it? Do you put it in separate binders? I've got mine all in one, so which I know is going to be massive, but I'm just curious. And if you have not done a binder, like Pokedex model, would you do a Pokedex binder? Or do you just like collect your favorites and you have like a favorites binder? I know everybody's a little different, so I'm just curious what everybody does. Alrighty. So, I think it looks pretty good. I can see which Pokemon I need at a glance. I've seen some placeholder sets where they just have the name and the number. And I think I like the one with the picture better. I know it went through a butt ton of ink, but it's a quick glance and I can tell what it is. I know you can't see this side too well, but I have no way to move this binder at all. My desk is full of like my computer keyboard and stuff, so this is the little space I have to work with. Or Dad. So this is my favorite generation, the Gen 1. Probably because they are the most familiar to me. And I did play Pokemon Red growing up, so, my brother had the Game Boy Color. And so, I would borrow his Game Boy Color and then I'd play Fire Red. So, that's how I know these Pokemon. But I was never really, at that time, interested in the card game. Or the cards at all. Not even the game. I don't think then I really knew it was a game. I don't know when it became a game either. So this is what I will be doing every so often. Maybe if I get a duplicate in the pack and I like the art, I'll put it in here. Or if I find something, across my travels, I'll do that too. Oddish Gloom. This is I love this Pokemon. Again, in Fire Red, I always made sure I captured an Oddish, and he was always on my team. Because, Charmander was my starter, so any other Charmander starters, yeah, I was Team Fire for sure. But, yeah, if we come across any of my other ones that I put in a team, I will let you know. But sometimes I have Pidgeotto, or I mean like the whole line, like Pidgeotto, the whole thing. Usually in the beginning, until I got like, was it Zapdos? I think that you can get. Sometimes I confuse the games, but I think it was a Zapdos you can get later in the game. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have not played Fire Red in a very long time. Oh, Diglett. Diglett was always a Pokemon I went after. And he was on my team. I always liked having Diglett. He had this dig move where he would dig underground, and then because it was turn-based, so the other team would go and he wouldn't be there, so nothing would happen. He wouldn't get damaged, and then he'd pop back up on his turn and damage them. I liked that move. I used it a lot. Psyduck, Golduck. And then I think some of these Pokemon I never got because I used to have to trade them with each other in games, and I never really traded with anyone, so sadly I never had the blue version. Any of the Pokemon in there. I don't remember what was just in the blue version. I forget. But Growlithe. I liked Growlithe, it's cool. And Arcanine. Oh, I think it might have been this. Or I might be thinking of another Pokemon, but I thought, in the early days anyway. I guess I don't need to put this in straight, but, it kind of drives my OCD bonkers. And now I can't get in there to switch it. But, okay. The Poliwag. I don't remember if this was in Fire Red. It might have been in blue exclusively, but I don't remember for sure, because I've played the Game Boy Advance games and stuff, and I kind of mix up who was what where, so I don't remember. But, Poliwrath. I always thought this Pokemon was pretty cool. Pretty cool looking. Abra. I have the card in here, but Abra was another Pokemon that I always went after. weirdest recollections in my brain, which could be right or wrong. I don't remember. But I don't know. Tentacool. A lot of these Pokemon I used to catch and see if I liked them. With Tentacool, I would. I don't think I ever wound up using them though. Tentacool. And then Geodude, my main man. I loved Geodude. He was another Pokemon in my lineup when I played Pokemon Red. I always captured a Geodude. A favorite Pokemon of mine, Graveler, and I think he was one also that you had to evolve. No, I mean you had a trait to evolve him into Golem. So I never had a Golem. But you know, there we are. What else we got? A Ponyta. Rapidash. I can't remember if these were in there at all. I don't know. Slowpoke. I don't think I ever really captured Slowpoke. Water and Psychic. Yeah, I never really got him much. Okay, let's see, what have we got now? I've got a little bit more hanging around here. Magnemite. I did capture Magnemite. I don't think I ever really used him a ton though. Just kind of thought he was cool looking. Farfetch'd. Doduo. Again, some of these Pokemon are just odd. Neat, but odd. Dodrio. Seal we've got. Dugong. Seal's taking a nap with his tongue sticking out. Like he's just out. Okay, Grimer and Muck. I never really used them either. And then Shelter. I can get that. There we go. Shelter and Cloyster. I don't remember if I ever captured them. Oh, here's one I always had. Ghastly. Ghastly, I always went and grabbed. He was always on my team. Unfortunately, again, I never had a Gengar. Because, I think he was you had to trade him. But, my favorite ghost Pokemon, for sure. Onyx. Onyx I thought was cool. Sometimes I would swap him out with Geodude and use him for a little bit. Drowsy. really use them. I think he did have this, like, self-destruct move, though. I think it was in the Fire Red version. I can't remember. Execute. Executor. I don't know, this Pokemon always cracked me up. It always said its own name. Cubone. I often tried to capture the Cubone because, was it? I know you had a fight with the Marowak, but I think there was a Cubone in that game. I don't remember for sure. I forgot. Alright. We are getting there. I think I might just finish up to the 150 and then stop there, but we'll see. Because otherwise this video will be days long. Okay, Hitmonchan, Hitmonchan. I kind of vaguely remember how he, oh wait, look, I put them in the wrong order, see? That's why my papers are numbered. Apparently I can't math or count. I'm trying to do some of this without like counting sometimes without cards in it and stuff. So 7, 8. So I gotta move Wheezing over. Okay. Alrighty. So, okay. I got it sorted. I think I used to capture it coughing sometimes, but I never really used him like a poison Pokemon, really. So, Wheezing's there. Okay. Raiden. Oh, Rhyhorn. Sorry, that's a Rhyhorn. This is Raiden. I was looking at the next one while I said the one I had in my hand. Alright. Yeah, this one I have a bunch here. I had a lot, well, not a lot. I had a few extra hollow cards of 151, so I put some of the ones I liked in here. Chansey. Unless I come across other art. Tangela. Such an odd Pokemon. Kangaskhan. Horsey. Oh, it's so cute. And then Seadra. Again, messed up the order. That's why I gotta fix it. I'm glad I got these placeholder cards though, because then I can see where I goofed, which is quite a lot. So Seadra and then Goldeen. I have Staryu and Starmie are in the wrong spot. I like capturing Starmie. It's actually a pretty powerful Pokemon, especially when you faced Misty. The Starmie would wipe you out if you weren't careful. Alright, so Seeking. Now I can put in the Staryu. And the Starmie. Okay. Let's see. Pokedex goes after this either. Now that we have that figured out. Electabuzz. What's that? I think you could find the Electabuzz at the, electric plant, but, he did not pop up very often. Okay. Magmar, Pinsir. We're getting into a lot of the Pokemon that I like. Pinsir. I never captured that thing, at all. I don't think. I don't recall where you could even capture him. Tauros. Oh, Magikarp. The Pokemon everyone captured. Just so it could take years for it to evolve into Gyarados. It's kind of funny. I wonder how many Pokemon there are where you're kind of like, their first evolution is kind of meh, but then their second evolution is amazing. That Magikarp Gyarados is definitely one of those. Alright, now it's Ditto. I don't think I ever really played with Ditto in the games or captured him. I don't think. I do not recall, but I don't think I did. Eevee. Vaporeon. I don't think I ever captured them till now in Legends Arceus, but I don't remember if you can capture them in the Red and Blue games. I forget. I might have to play some of those old ones again. I think I've got a way on the 3DS to do it. Because I don't have the cartridges, so. Alright, Porygon. I vaguely remember something about Porygon as you're going through the game. Omanite. Wait a minute. I again mixed these up. See? Again, I'm glad I made these placeholder cards, because I can't count. Alright, here we go. So, Omastar, I guess. Then Kabuto. Kabutops. The Aerodactyl. I don't think I ever got that Pokemon. I think the one I mostly captured was the Zapdos. Articuno. I don't remember if the Articuno was in those games. I forget. Hang on. I did it again. So Articuno. You are later, my friend. Snorlax is before you. That Snorlax always cracked me up. Blocking the areas. You couldn't get into the next area. And then trying to capture him was such a bear. At least in my opinion, I thought it was. But here we go. Zapdos. I always grabbed Zapdos. Then he became my bird electric, so I kind of replaced the Pidgey Pikachu kind of thing. evolved in the Dragonite, like if it had you have to do a certain thing to get it to evolve. That is my Mewtwo for right now. I don't know if I'll replace it with something else, we'll see. But, oh, and then Mew. Mew was totally confusing to me because it looks like a baby Mewtwo, but they don't evolve from each other. So I was quite confused. But that wraps up the 151 Pokemon I knew. And I think this is the Gen 2 one, so I think some of it from Game Boy Advance. Don't quote me on that. I didn't play the Game Boy Advance ones very often, but I'm gonna pause it here and finish this up. So the next time you see this binder, I will be adding some cards to it and taking these placeholders out. If you still need to relax, check the description for ASMR playlist.